Welcome back to the channel, folks. In today's video, we are taking another look at Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7 after using it for roughly 6 months. I'm going to share the pros, the cons, what I liked, what I didn't like during that 6 months period. And we're going to answer the question, is this foldable worth picking up in 2026? Let's go ahead and jump in. Now, first things first, and let's go ahead and answer the question first. Is the Galaxy Z Fold 7 here worth picking up in 2026? The simple answer is yes. In fact, I would say heck yeah. That said, you need to be aware it has its own share of pros and cons. Now, keep in mind that this is not going to be a full review of this phone here. I've made multiple reviews of the phone itself, so make sure to check out those videos if you want to get a comprehensive take. Let's go ahead and talk about how it's, how well it's been holding up. It's been holding up very well. There's always this negative connotation with the foldable market. People tend to think that Z Fold 7 is a very fragile phone, especially given how thin it is. If I were to show you, I've dropped this phone 3 times, I've counted total. The corner here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the corner there, for some reason I keep dropping it at that corner. Granted, I have a case for it, but I've dropped it 3 times and nothing has happened to it. The second time when I dropped it, the part of the case actually came off and the phone was okay. This is my way of telling you that this is a robust build, right? Despite how thin it may look, it's very, very well built. And speaking of built, of course, this is a premium take on the phone. When you hold it in your hands, it just feels expensive. It is an expensive phone. But if you happen to be in the market right now, I'm going to have some links in the description there that will route you to some of the best deals you can find on this phone. It's been out for roughly 6 months, so as you would imagine, the price has gone down. So if you happen to be in the market, this would be the right time to go ahead and pick up one. Anyway, so it's been holding up very, very well physically. Let's go ahead and talk about performance. This is loaded with a Snapdragon 8 Elite. That is a powerful chip. On top of that, this phone does not get warm. As a power user, I could get the phone to get warm sometimes, but it never gets to the point where it's concerning. It knows how to cool down. The config here is one thing to consider. You have the baseline at 256 gigs of internal storage, and then you have 12 gigs of RAM across all configs, right? So the 256 gigs, that's the base, 512 would be the mid, and of course the 1 terabyte would be the highest. And you can also pick up that with 16 gigs of RAM. It's a very powerful phone that you can use for a variety of tasks, whether you are just editing videos here. Let's say you are a creator, you are editing videos here and rendering, no issue there. If you are a gamer, this is a fantastic gaming device, right? Because it's a powerful chipset and you have this gigantic display here that would allow for you to consume all types of, games, media, whatever the case may be. And speaking of display here, of course, if you are at all familiar with foldables, then you would know that this has the front display or the outer display there, and then you have that 8-inch, dynamic AMOLED or foldable dynamic AMOLED display on the inside here. And that inner display just has a way to pull you in. It's so immersive, especially if you're consuming media here. It is so immersive. If you're multitasking, this is fantastic for multitasking. If you go from an iPhone 17 Pro Max like what I have here to something like this, feels like freedom, right? Because it's pretty restricted on the iOS platform when it comes down to multitasking, customizing, and things like that. This allows for you to do so many different things and play around with the display and really make full usage of that additional screen real estate. That's the inner display there. The outer display has been very nice. If you remember, the intent for the Z Fold 7 here was for it to be thin enough so that when folded, it would feel thinner than your typical iPhone or your typical slab of a phone. And they achieved that. It's so thin that the outer display, makes it so that you never have to really open it and use the inner display. It feels like a regular phone here. And to be honest, I find myself using the outer display more than I thought I would. It's a nice size, 6.5 inches there, right? And it fits very well in my hand. I'm able to type on here. I'm able to even jot down some notes using my finger on this display here. So the outer display makes this phone very usable one-handed, just like a regular phone. And in turn, it actually even helps you save battery. I use this so much that I'm able to go the entire day without any issues and just put it back on the charger when I'm getting ready to go to bed. And that's a nice segue to the battery. When I started off, battery life was not great. It was, that first week it wasn't great, but of course the phone was going through that, machine learning process where it was still learning my habits. By that third week, that's when I started seeing improvements in terms of battery life, and it got so much better. I still had about 15% left around 9 p.m. That said, if you are coming from a phone like the iPhone 17 Pro Max or the, Galaxy S25 Ultra, and you used to that type of battery life, you may have some complaints about the battery life here. Not because this is bad battery life. If anything, I'm actually going to say that this phone is a lot more efficient at sipping battery when you compare it to other devices. Like even the iPhone 17 Pro Max or the S25 Ultra, it truly sips battery. The battery size here is 4,400 milliamp power. It charges at up to 25 watts. My hope is that with the Galaxy Z Fold 8, Samsung upgrades that so that it can at least see the standard 45-watt charging that the S25 Ultra has. So that's battery. Let's go ahead and talk about cameras here. Top notch. Very, very good camera. And then of course you have that 200 megapixel that can zoom in from really far away, right? Picture quality is very good here. Video, of course, is very good. If you really just using this for social media posting or even content creation, meaning if you're using that camera to film and using the phone to edit, you can do all of that here without any issues. So I have no problems with the camera here. And of course, I'm not saying that this is the best camera you can get out there. Once you start comparing it with something like the S25 Ultra or even the iPhone 17 Pro Max, then maybe I can have a lot more to say about the camera. But otherwise, for a regular person who's just buying this, they'll be amazed by that camera there. The Z Fold 7, you may be aware of this, no longer supports the Samsung S Pen. The Z Fold 6 used to come with an S Pen. It was truly unfortunate to see Samsung remove the S Pen, but this is where we are. If you really want to use the S Pen, you can always pick up a capacitive pencil off of Amazon or eBay, and you'll be able to use that here. You can also use your finger if you. Now, none of that's going to work as well as a native S Pen, but it works well enough. Another thing that I wish was better on this phone here would be the speakers. I wish they were louder. Sound quality is pretty good. It's just not loud enough. That's just another one of those things. With all of this said, meaning everything that I've highlighted, whether it be the pros or some of the cons that I've highlighted here, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 was 2025's best phone. This phone truly takes the user experience to the next level. It's all about the user experience. And I put it this way. If you're just looking for a serious phone, a no BS phone, the S25 Ultra would be the one that you should go for. Now, if you're looking for something that's always going to make you so excited about using your phone, I'm making this video here. I bet you in the comment section of this video, you are going to read some real comments about some real users or real owners of the Z Fold 7 here, and they will tell you how they feel about their phone every time they open it. And I'm the same. Such a cool phone, such a nice phone to use. But anyways, now all of this is to say that this phone is extremely worth it. And if you happen to be in the market, this would be the right time to pick up, especially because, of course, the price has gone down. Anyways, I'm certainly hoping that this was informative. Let me know what any questions you may have. Share your take. Share this video if you know anyone who'll be interested. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I truly appreciate that. But anyways, I'm going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.